You want me to put what underneath my arms? Yes. Guess what it's time for? Detox time. But today I am doing something a little bit different. I'm not just going to put the mask on my face. I am actually going to put it underneath my arms. Yes. If you have never did a face mask before, where have you been? Have you been sleeping under a rock? Especially if you've never heard of Bentonite Clay. I have been using Bentonite Clay for years. I bathe with it. I use it for toothpaste. I have used it in my toothpaste. Where else? Oh, I've taken it before. There was a different brand that I used to use for my Bentonite Indian Healing Clay, and I can't think of the brand right now, but they used to have capsules, and then they stopped selling them, and then they also removed the part on the label that says that you can take it internally. So if you don't know much about Bentonite Clay, I'm not going to talk about that a lot in this video. Just by all means do your own research and find out if it's right for you. Now, as far as your face, yes. So this particular bottle I got from Amazon. This is 2 pounds, and in fact I want to say it came with 2. The price was $25. So I'm going to read you a little bit from this container. So in Indian Healing Clay for beautiful skin and hair, deep pore cleansing, skin rejuvenating, and detoxing. 100% pure natural sodium bentonite clay. Anti-aging properties, draws out toxins, softens and tones your skin, rich in minerals, hypoallergenic, unclogs pores. So this is supposed to be 100% natural with no synthetic ingredients, and they have a few mixing applications on the back. So if you want your skin to be just vibrant and you don't have to use a filter and you don't have to wear makeup every day, I highly recommend doing several clay masks. Now I do want to give a disclosure. I'm not a dermatologist, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a doctor, etc. So by all means consult your doctor, naturopath, whoever it is that you use. And I also recommend doing a little test on your skin just to make sure you're not allergic. So with that being said, so mixing 3 parts water to 1 part clay. You stir it in until it's a smooth paste. Now I did not record myself making it because it's really easy, but maybe next time I try this clay, maybe I can record that for you guys. Now I have used it in my hair. I have used it, like I mentioned before, everywhere. One of my natural deodorants has it in there. And like I mentioned already, my toothpaste has it in there. So basically you massage it gently over your skin, you let it dry for 15 to 20 minutes or longer based on how thick it is. That's how long it will take to dry. For sensitive skin, leave on for 5 to 10 minutes, rinse off with warm water. You may feel a pulling and tightness sensation and see some skin redness, which will disappear gradually. This is normal. It's the clay pulling out the toxins and increasing the blood flow. So for extremely sensitive skin, we recommend applying to a small patch of skin first to test for any allergic reaction. But again, guys, I promise you I've been using this for, I don't know, I want to say like maybe 10 years. I have no idea. Not this particular brand, but almost all of the Bentonite Clay brands. This one was just on sale on Amazon. And of course, I will have the link below. So, while I'm applying it to my face, I'm going to tell you what I'm doing next. So this is how it looks. Mine is a little thick, and normally I mix it with apple cider vinegar, but today, since I'm applying it underneath my arms, I am not going to put apple cider vinegar in there, which I have before. Just I was like kind of lazy, so I didn't do it. Now this is cold, extremely cold. So I am also putting this underneath my underarms. I highly, First of all, let me just tell you guys, I am a big believer in detoxing in all ways. Like, if you don't get rid of toxins, you will have other problems. So I typically do this face mask. I used to do it weekly, but honestly my life is so busy I have not been able to keep up with this routine. And although it only takes like 5 minutes to make it, sometimes in my mind when I'm in a rush I don't even have that time. So I do also have a pre-made one from a natural company, and I can't think of the name right now. I think it's Barack Beauty. No, it's something, it's BB, but I can't remember what it's called. So sometimes I will just use that pre-made mask, but this is honestly cheaper and just as effective. So I like to do this in my perfect world. I would do this mask weekly. And again, it's just drawing out all of the toxins, clearing your pores. So if you have a nose, I hope you have a nose. If you have lots of whiteheads or blackheads on your nose, this is going to do justice for you. Now, if you have extremely sensitive skin or really bad acne, by all means consult your dermatologist. If you're not seeing a dermatologist, you definitely should. But if you can, try to progress to going natural with your face wash, with your face wash and your moisturizer if possible. Because I used to have a little bit of acne and my face has gotten so much better by just using natural products. And granted, some of it could be genetics, I don't know. But I really did have, my face was not that cute. Like I used to get pimples right up in here and I would pop it and it was black. Then I used to get pimples all on my cheeks, then on my chin. So disgusting. I also know that was related to something else that I will not mention in this video because I don't want to get into it right now. Whew, I don't know why I'm out of breath. So of course you look crazy while you're doing this. Especially when it dries. So I usually try to warn my husband when I'm doing this mask. But you definitely will feel it. I already feel the tightness. And yes, like the label read, you get red. And I never break out after I do this mask. Some people say they break out because the toxins are being pulled out, but I've never ever broken out after doing one of these masks. And just so you know, when I rinse it off, I apply either castor oil, almond oil, avocado oil, or shea butter. Those are my top oils that I put on my skin, especially at nighttime. But right after I do this mask, because your face will almost feel a little dry. So once I rinse this off, when my face is a little damp, I apply the oil right away. And I leave it on all night. I do not wash it off. I go to sleep every single night with oil on my face. Anywho, get lots of compliments on my skin. And my skin changed drastically when I started using more natural products. And it doesn't have to be expensive. Like the face wash I use is from Trader Joe's and it's like $4. And it lasts me for like almost 5 months, maybe longer. And yes, you can get it on your eyebrows. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, now that I'm done, I try not to make it too thick, but now that I'm done, I want to talk to you guys about underarms. I have always been extremely sensitive to deodorant, and I do have other videos talking about it, so I'm not going to repeat that, at least not in this video. But I use natural deodorants. Now, common misconception is that you should not sweat underneath your arms. But keep in mind, sweating gets toxins out of your body. So there's nothing wrong with sweating. It's embarrassing, yes. Comfortable sometimes, yes. Annoying, yes. But you gotta let your body do what it needs to do. That's how we were designed. That's how we were created. So now that I have this on my face, let's move on to my underarms. So I'm extremely sensitive to deodorant. I always have been. So I used to have to use hypoallergenic deodorant. And then my underarms got really, really, really dark. And I, of course, used to shave. And I wish I could show you how it looked before. So I still have darkness right here. But trust me, if you were to see how it used to look, it was very ugly and embarrassing. And one of the things that helped with my darkness is I changed to a natural deodorant. Secondly, I started waxing. So I wax my own underarms. Yes, I wax them. So after that, things have changed. So obviously, you're going to be like this. So it's going to take longer to dry. So if you can, maybe turn on one of your TV shows or lay down on the bed and try to do this for 20 minutes if you can. If not, it's not the end of the world if you're walking around while you have this underneath your arms. But I don't know why I'm out of breath. What I was going to say is if you use deodorant with aluminum or any other chemicals, it's clogging your pores, you have one of your lymph nodes underneath here, and if you don't know what that is for, Google it, do your research, and those chemicals clog that. So you definitely, if natural deodorant is not for you, that's fine, but at least if you can, detox your underarms and make sure you're exfoliating as well. That's another thing that helps me not have ingrown hairs, which I haven't been doing. First of all, waxing has helped significantly with my ingrown hairs. Secondly, exfoliating. Third, I think that's it. So this doesn't necessarily help with ingrown hairs. I just want you guys to know that. This, again, is just a detox. So as you can see, I have one right there. And that is because I have not been exfoliating. I've been pretty lazy. So you want to make sure you're exfoliating, guys. If you don't want to spend a lot of money, get you some sugar, get you some oil, mix it together, exfoliate before you shower. Some people exfoliate after, that's fine. There's plenty of YouTube videos. You can Google how to make your own exfoliating scrub. So where I was getting at is I have an ingrown hair here, and I haven't had one in so long, so it's absolutely driving me crazy. I just waxed yesterday, and of course I missed a few hairs, so if you see it, that's why. So I'm just applying it. I'm trying not to apply it too thick, but I just want to make sure I get everything. And in fact, like, all of this used to be really dark. Like, all of this was dark. I don't even know if I have pictures because I was so embarrassed. I never wore shirts like this. Like, I always covered it. So embarrassing. So if you're using deodorants that have those chemicals, I highly, highly, highly recommend doing regular detoxes. So you see, there's a little discoloration right there and right there, and I missed some hair right there. And of course I'll show you guys how it looks after I let this dry. So you want to do this detox, even if you are using natural deodorant, just every so often, maybe once a month, once every couple of months. Just helping your body. I mean, the environment we live in is just so harsh on our bodies, so you want to help your body however you can. Like, don't stop your body from doing what it's supposed to do, but just kind of aid it. So I'm gonna let this sit for 20 minutes. I'm gonna rinse it off. I might show you what it looks like when it's dry, or I might just rinse it off and come back and show you guys how it looks after. And I haven't done this in a couple months, so I'm long overdue. So this is what it looks like. I'm just gonna lay down on the couch, let this dry as much as possible. rinse it with some warm water. And it's nighttime and I'm not leaving my house, so I am not going to apply any deodorant on underneath. I will probably put some shea butter on underneath if my underarms feel dry. For sure I'm doing that to my face, but my underarms, letting it be natural and free tonight. And at the very worst, guys, you wake up a little musty, you gonna shower in the morning anyway. It's like, ain't no big deal. Let your body breathe. So here we have it. Detoxing the underarms. If I think of anything else, I will make sure I mention it when I get back. So 20 minutes. All done, and as you can see, my face is red. Again, like I mentioned before, that is extremely normal. This is just the blood. Remember, you're detoxing, so your body is trying to send blood and all that jazz. Just, it's completely normal. So probably, and I honestly don't pay attention when I do it at night, so I don't know how long it takes for your face not to be red, but I usually do it like a couple hours, maybe like an hour or so before I go to bed. So in the morning your face is completely fine. So I'm sorry, I don't know if you're trying to do it before you go out for the day. I honestly have no idea how long it takes for your face to stop being red. So I would recommend doing this at nighttime only because you don't have to worry about that. Side note, if you're curious, my headband is Headdress by Sherry. That's where I purchased this from. She does have free shipping on Fridays. And this is the second band that I purchased from her, and also my bonnet. So I decided to do my normal nighttime routine, which is to put castor oil on my face. So I jumped in the shower, obviously I rinsed off, I washed off, and I did still wash my face even though I did the mask, or I rinsed with hot water and a clean face towel. I let it sit because the clay literally gets thick and it's like stuck, so you don't want to just do that because that would hurt your face. So I soaked out the towel with hot water, put it on my face like this, and the clay starts to slowly come off, and then I let the water hit my face, and then the rest you can kind of massage off. So yeah, face is looking pretty good. Face is looking pretty good. Now one more thing, I decided to do, like I mentioned before, my normal nighttime routine, which every night I put organic castor oil on my face, and I like it because it helps with hair growth. So I definitely, well, not that no one wants a hairy face unless you're a man with a beard, but anyways, I like it because I massage my eyebrows, which are thin and they always have been, and then I also massage my eyelashes. So I do this, so I put it all over my face and then I massage it. So I decided to just go ahead and do my normal nighttime routine, which is to put this on immediately after I get out the shower, and I put it on my face when it's a little damp, just to seal in the moisture. And then I decided to do, because castor oil promotes hair growth, I usually don't put it underneath my arms just in case. So I did go ahead and use my organic shea butter. Now this particular shea butter I purchased from Henna Soup, which is where I get my henna / cassia mask for my hair. And this, by the way, is from Amazon. Of course, I'll have both of these links listed below. Now, I'm sure you guys want to know how my underarms look. So, remember, this is not meant to lighten your underarms necessarily. This is meant to just pull the toxins out. Now the type of light I'm using, it does make it slightly, I'm using my orange ring light instead of my clear ring light, so it does have a slight color. It adds a little bit of color to you, so just FYI. But it's funny because my ingrown hair is a tad bit darker now than it was before, so that's a good thing. That lets me know, okay, yeah, that lets me know that it's pulling blood and all the good stuff to fight that. I did not exfoliate tonight, my face or my underarms, just because that was a lot putting the mask on, but I will definitely exfoliate my underarms in the morning. I think that's all, guys. I'm sorry, I know this video is longer than I expected, but I had a lot of stuff I wanted to share with you guys. And of course, I will definitely do more skincare routine. I know my channel is mainly hair, but I definitely want to incorporate health and beauty into my channel because it all flows together. So thank you guys again so much for watching. I don't think there's anything else I wanted to share with you. I think that's all. Is that it? Is that it? Well, that's all, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Again, don't forget to follow me on all my social media channels: Twitter, Hairvolutions IG, and Instagram, Hairvolutions. And of course, subscribe, turn your notifications on, Instagram and YouTube. And don't forget to comment something sweet below.